to a new section. In this section, you can follow along as I grow the audience and watch over the shoulder. I explain what I'm posting, why I'm posting it, and how I'm gaining the audience, what kind of hacks I figured out along the way, what kind of content works very well for my type of account. So there are going to be milestones, and you're going to follow along as I do the first 1,000 followers, 5,000, 10,000, 15, 25, and on. It's really fun to watch the progress. So if you're ready, let's jump in. In this lecture, I'll talk about how I got the first 1,000 followers. So as you can see from my analytics page right here, it took me quite a long time to get the first 1,000 followers. And to be honest, at the beginning, I wasn't posting very actively. I was just researching the platform, just kind of getting to know it. I was consuming a lot of the content to sort of figure out what works, what doesn't work. I didn't post all that much. As you can see from the analytics, the curve is very, very slow actually, and it's very low. And around the 17th, 18th of April, there's a huge jump in traffic and as my followers. So the fun part about this is I haven't posted a viral video or anything like that. The only thing I changed is I changed the location of my TikTok, of my account. We have lectures in the previous sections where I talk about how to change your location, and because I had a Danish SIM card in my phone, all my TikToks were being displayed in Denmark. And because my content is in English and I speak in English, I wasn't getting a lot of followers, I wasn't getting a lot of attraction. And as soon as I changed that, so this is on April 17th, I changed my accounts to be displayed in the US using the VPN hack, which we discussed in the lecture. Suddenly my traffic just skyrocketed and I started to gain a lot of followers. And the only result was because I changed the location. Nothing has changed in the way I was posting. My account was pretty slow, and I was mostly just reposting previous videos that I had. I haven't really created anything viral. I haven't done any real challenges or trends, or I haven't participated in any of those. I haven't figured those things out yet at this point. So the first 1,000 followers were kind of tagging along and just being slow, and I wasn't posting all that much. So this is my profile that you see, and at the beginning, for example, the very first video I posted, as you can see over here, this one has 34,000 views. Which was really cool at the time. This was a lot of views, but this is just a repost. This was I was running a marathon in Greenland, and I posted a video and it got a lot of attention. And I posted a bunch of other videos, but they were just reposted. I already had on camera. Just silly videos that I had. I was just experimenting. Then this video that I did had 78,000 views as my friend for a New Year's Eve party jumping into balloons. So I posted this one in early January, and they got some views. So as you can see, I was just posting one video every couple of days, just sort of getting to know the platform. Nothing massive. Here's another video that got about 10,000 views. So this one is from...
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
I live in Portugal, there's massive waves, people are surfing, and this guy almost fell, so I recorded it and posted a video. But yeah, a lot of these are just reposts from what I've had before. Then one video that I sort of started to take off and started to get a lot of attention is over here. This video got 85,000 views, and I made a website, talking about a website that creates images that look like people using artificial intelligence, but they're not real people. This website makes fake people. Google "this person does not exist" and click on the first link. When you open the website, you'll see pictures of people. These are not real people. The website uses AI to generate pictures, realistic pictures of people's faces. Try to refresh the page. Every time you refresh the page, you'll get a new face. So that video was still posted in March, and it started to get a little bit of attraction, and I made that video specifically for TikTok because I thought it'd be interesting, and it did get a lot of attention. And then I made two videos that really took off, and this is where I started to see a lot of traffic into my profile. So for example, this video has 270,000 views, and it's a video I talk about why I moved from Denmark to Portugal. And then I want to start to go more into marketing and technology and business and really have a profile in the marketing space, not just silly videos. So I made this one video, which had 140,000 views almost. It's a video about how to create an app without writing code. This is how you build a complete app without knowing how to code, and it literally takes like 1 hour. Go to glideapps.com and open a free account. Next, you want to pick a template that fits your idea. For example, this template creates a copy of Instagram. You can customize your app by adding any elements that you want. For example, buy button. You can drag and drop the elements you just created. When you're done, you can publish your app and anybody can download it. So this is where I really started to post more actively, and I started to sort of post videos in the marketing and business space and started to grow. So it's approximately over here where I got the first 1,000 followers. And as you can see in analytics, the curve really jumps up because I had those really good 2 videos that went not really viral, but north of 100,000 views, and I was using my VPN so I could display my videos in the US. So before I changed my location, I was getting about maybe 10 new followers a day. But as soon as I changed the location of my videos and I started to post really good native content for TikTok, I started to see an uptick. So I was suddenly getting maybe 100 new followers a day. It started to really grow up. In the next lecture, I'll talk about how I got my first 5,000 followers. In this lecture, I'll talk about how I got the first 5,000 followers. So in the previous lecture, I'll explain the first 1,000. And after I changed my location, I haven't done any drastic changes, but I kept getting more and more followers. Now, to get the first 5,000 followers, as you can see in my analytics page right over here, I'm getting about 192 followers a day, so approximately 150 to 200 followers a day is my current growth rate. Now, I have, as you can see from the statistics page, I have 4,663 followers, and I've had 320,000 video views. It's quite a lot. If you look at any other platform, this is not really doable so early on. And I've had 8,900 profile views, so the number of people that actually clicked on my profile and saw the profile, not just a video. Imagine if you have a link in your bio that you have 9,000 views almost, and maybe 9,000 possible clicks. So I'm going to go ahead to my profile. So in the previous lecture, I talked about the viral videos, and I started to talk about how I wanted to go more towards the marketing and business niche, not just kind of doing silly videos. And I didn't really have any more videos to repost of old videos. I had to start creating new videos from scratch. I'm going to go through a couple of them, and I was really just experimenting and trying a lot of new stuff. Now, at this point, I was posting a lot of videos, and I did a bit of a mixture between lifestyle and business and marketing. And for me, that was the most easiest way to show my personality, but also provide a lot of really good value. So for example, this video is an example of a silly video which I did just for fun, called the morning routine.
And it went like...
That was a popular song on TikTok at the time, and I just wanted to use it, and that was one of the videos, so I did. But for example, this video got 71,000 views, and that was a video on how to create sort of side hustle ideas, and if you want to create a small business on the side, this is how you do it. How to get side hustle ideas, part 1. Go to indiehackers.com, click on more and products. Then go to filters, monthly revenue, and select the minimum you want to make. Let's say around $1,000. You get a list of products that make at least $1,000 a month or more. Check out an interesting product, and you'll get the entire story. So as you can see, I was posting a lot. I was sometimes posting 3 to 5 times a day. That's why I saw such a big growth. But I was doing a mix between business videos, giving advice, and having fun. Here's another video that did really well. It's like a prank video, and I just dumped a bucket of ice on my girlfriend. And so, for example, sometimes I would try to come up with a really cool concept for ideas, something more elaborate, like out of a video that I planned for even weeks, and then I posted it and totally didn't do anything. So this video, we did a video on how to do the ice bucket challenge and see who can last the longest in the water. And I thought that would go viral. I thought it would be a super cool video, go crazy. I'll show you here, but it only got 2,000 views, and I tried to post it twice actually with different types of edits, and it didn't really do that well. I was surprised. We're doing an ice bath challenge, see who can last the longest. Oh my god, this is cold.
Starting the timer. 3 minutes.
4.
5 minutes.
So, I mean, I planned such a long time to make this video, and it just totally didn't work out. So, it's a sort of a testament that not necessarily, the amount of time you plan the video doesn't equal the amount of attention it's going to get. So yeah, posting a lot of videos. This one got very popular. This one's 420,000 views, and it was just me and my girlfriend talking about the different languages that we speak. And it was, for some reason, very, very popular. Can you guess which countries we're from? We can hardly speak English.
Půjdu do espagnol.
Ja możemy mówić po słowensky, czy co?
Je parle aussi français.
Jeg kan prøve at snakke dansk, men det kan være lidt svært.
Skal du fika?
Começou a aprender português. Yeah, so you get the idea. We were just having some fun, and that went really viral, and we got so many comments on this one. So if you check the video, as you can see, there's 1,500 comments. It's just crazy. 24,000 likes. So it's also a really good testament to we talked about what are the 4 main variables that affect the virality of the video, and the total watch time is the most important. So if actually people watch the video through all the way to the end, it's much more likely to actually go viral and get distributed. So here's another video which did quite well, 21,000 views. I talked about how to reverse engineer YouTube ads and how to find out more information about them. Reverse engineer YouTube ads. When you're on YouTube, find an ad that you like. Right click, and then click on Stats for Nerds. You'll get this little statistic pop up. The most important one we want to look at is the video ID. Copy this ID. To get the stats of this particular ad, you want to paste it into the URL right behind the equal sign D. Hit enter. We're going to see the specific ad. Most importantly, we're going to see the number of views on that ad. So this ad has 3.3 million views. A little formula here with video views on YouTube. So if an ad got 3.2 million views, you can divide it by 10 and get an estimate of how much a company has spent. So this company spent $329,000 approximately for this particular ad. Yeah, so I tried to be a bit more technical and also explain some tools that I'm using for people and provide value, not just doing silly videos. But I was really experimenting and sometimes posting, 3, 4, 5 times a day and really try to do anything that would work. Here's another video that got 147,000 views, and it was another video about how to get side hustle ideas. Yeah, so really doing a mix. This one was quite fun to do as well.
And your girl so fine, but her breath is like, she says she wanna dance, but she don't know how to. I'm iced out, looking like a star. Her name is Jenny, this don't have no.
Yeah, so we were in quarantine with my girlfriend. We just had a lot of time, so we were doing silly videos. But yeah, so that has been these are the videos that I posted. This will got me to the first 5,000 followers. Now, one thing that you'll see throughout these lectures is that the posting frequency directly correlates with how many followers you get. Simply, the more you post, the more followers you have, the more opportunities you have to go viral. It's very clear. Like the days that I don't post, I get many less views and followers, obviously, versus the days that I do actually post. So at this point, I've been using the VPN, and all my videos are targeted for the US. And at this point, most of my followers are from the US. So I'm starting to get more comments, more engagement on my videos, and now it's really starting to sort of take off. In the next lecture, my growth really starts to accelerate, and I explain how I got to the first 10,000 followers, and it went quickly. In this lecture, I'll tell you how I got the first 10,000 followers. As you can see from my analytics page over here, May 11th on this graph on the bottom left side, May 11th, that's the point where I had about 5,000 followers. And just 7 days later, on May 17th, 6 days later, May 17th, I already have 10,000 followers. So it took me about a week to gain an additional 5,000 followers. Now, at this point, I really felt like I figured out the algorithm, and everything was it was, for the first time, my account was really exploding. I mean, I'm getting 5,000 followers a week. And as you can see on the very right side of the graph on the May 17th, on that specific day, I got about 1,000 followers. So I'm getting 1,000 followers a day. So this is when I posted some really, really cool videos that went viral. Let me show you. So as I said, the last update was May 11th, and at that point I had about 5,000 followers, and I was still posting, and I was starting to get more traction. But what really changed for me was this one video got 427,000 views, and I basically talked about Indie Hackers' website that shows side hustle projects and also shows the revenue. So this is the video. Let's assume you want to make at least $10,000 a month. This website shows you small businesses and side hustles that make at least that much money. For example, this one only has one person running it, and they make 10K in revenue. Yeah, so that video just took off and did really, really well. And that was one of the reasons why I spiked. And then the next day, actually this video got 61,000 views, and I posted it a few hours later. It was about Facebook ads, what to do, what not to do.
No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
You get the point? But the most popular video I've made so far to this date, it's actually this one. I created a video how to build apps, or 3 different ways to build apps without coding, and that video got 1 million views. As you can see right now, it's showing 999,000.8, but it's going to be 1 million very, very soon. So I'm going to that video. That's the most popular video I've made. That one got me huge, huge growth. As you can see from the stats, 5,000 followers in a week is just crazy. Super simple ways to build a fully functional mobile app. With the easiest one, Glide allows you to create apps from Google Sheets. Choose any template you like, for example, Instagram. And you can build your own version. Which is a download. Bit more complicated, but very powerful. For example, you can build a shopping app, everything including login to successful orders. Number 3, the most complicated, but also the most comprehensive bubble is a visual programming tool. It's kind of like Photoshop for apps where you can drag and drop and build your project. So go ahead and click on the analytics on this page just to show you what's happening behind the scenes. Yeah, this is the best video I've created. Super popular. It had 500 comments, so I have other videos that have way over 1,000 comments. So comments are not as important for the actual viral effect. But as you can see from the top over here, this video, 69,000 likes, 455 comments, and 18,000 shares, which I thought was crazy. 18,000 people shared this video. And the total playtime is 3,700 hours, which is just insane. But yeah, total views, actually now it's showing it's over 1 million. So that is fantastic. And most of the source type, as you can see in the middle over here, the source types, most of it is For You page, meaning it's not from my audience, people that are already following me. Vast majority of that is from the For You page. If I go over to the analytics, number 1 is India. That's the biggest country for this particular video. Then we have US, Malaysia, Canada, Philippines, and some other ones. On most of my videos, US is the number 1 country. On this video specifically, India just blew up like crazy. I don't know why, but suddenly India was a big part of the audience. On almost all the other videos, US is always the number 1 country. But yeah, this was the main reason why I hit the next milestone of getting 10,000 followers, from 5,000 to 10,000 in less than a week. In the next section, in the next lecture, I'm going to talk about how to, I'll show you how I got the first 15,000 followers. In this lecture, I'll show you how I got the first 15,000 followers. So in the last lecture, I told you I got the first 10,000, and I posted one video that went viral. It got 1 million views, and it just went crazy, and I started to get a lot of followers. Well, I started to post a few more videos, but nothing that went totally crazy. And actually, that one viral video kept providing more and more traffic. So as you can see right here in my profile, I actually have in total 17,222 followers. But the really cool thing is if you look at the very beginning of that chart, in the end of April, I have 1.6 thousand followers, and now I have 17,000 in 2022 in just 28 days. So in just 1 month, I got about 15,000 followers. And a huge part of that is the one viral video. And as you can see, there's a jump in the growth curve. and that was that viral video that really took off. So as we follow along the progress, as you can see, I'm getting about 100, 200 followers a day, and then bam, I had the viral hit, the video that got 1 million views, and here I'm getting 5,000 followers in one day. I got 5,000 followers in a day, and that was when I really took my profile to the next level. At this point, I'm getting, as you can see, 600, 700 followers a day. And I'm not even posting all that much. I'm posting maybe once a day, but nothing too crazy. Here's the profile. As you can see at the top, I posted a few more videos, and it was a combination between funny videos and this sort of professional marketing videos to provide value, but nothing crazy, just a couple thousand views here and there. But again, this one video that's in the middle that has the 1 million views, that has been the biggest driver of all that traffic. And I'm estimating got me about 10,000 followers as a direct result of this one video, approximately. So again, it's just me talking about 3 different ways to build an app without coding. Very simple video. I mean, and this was, I didn't think it was going to go any like crazy or viral. It took me, I don't know, like 10 minutes to make this video. It was sort of just an idea that I had, and I put it together really quickly. Super simple ways to build a fully functional mobile app. With the easiest, as you can see, I'm just doing a selfie style video, recording myself, and then I'm recording the actual computer. So nothing, no fancy editing or like nothing expensive. Just anybody can make a video like this.
One, Glide allows you to create apps from Google Sheets. Choose any template you like.
Yeah, but I showed you the video in the last lecture, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But this one video kept giving me the huge bump in traffic, and I'm still getting 500, 600, 700 followers a day as a result of that video, and all my other videos started to get more attention as well because I have all these new followers. So now I feel like I've really cracked the TikTok code, and as you saw, I got about 15,000 followers in total in the last 28 days, approximately, which I think is pretty good growth rate. Yeah, so this has been the biggest update so far, and now I feel like it's pretty easy actually to grow the account. I'd really figured out the formula, and that's exactly what I shared with you in the videos in the previous lectures. So in the next lecture, we're going to look at how I got to the first 25,000 followers. Hey guys, in this video, I'll show you an update on how I got the first 25,000 followers. So in the last lecture, I showed you the video that got me 1 million views, and that video, I'm estimating, got me about 10,000 followers in total. So at the end of the last lecture, I showed you the first 15,000 followers, which took me about a month to get. Now I am at 25,000 followers, and it took another about 2 weeks to get to this level. So the first 15,000 took me a month, and then another 2 weeks to get me another 10,000. So in total, 25,000 followers. And a lot of that is still thanks to the one viral video that got a huge 1 million hit. But as you can see in my profile here, I'll show you a couple more videos I'm posting. And this one video that I did got 920,000 views so far, so almost 1 million. But it's actually a very simple video. I didn't even meant to make it for TikTok. I was just at a restaurant during the quarantine, the lockdown. You're not supposed to. They just opened the restaurant. And this restaurant went to a hands-free menu, so you can order without touching the menu. And it just for some reason went viral. So let me show you.
This is our hands-free menu that we just got. So you order doing primitives.
Yeah, so that went crazy. People just loved it, and almost 1 million views on that one as well. And just a day later, I posted another video because they just opened the beaches here in Portugal. So I went to the beach right after the Corona times, and this video got 56,000 views.
Go back to your childhood. What were the fascinating things? What's out there? What's beyond the stars?
I just really like this cool tunnel, and I really like the sound. So I very purposely created this very meaningful sound in the background while I'm walking to the beach because I thought it was a cool view.
How long does it go on? And Mama said, it goes on always and always and always.
So I thought that was a pretty cool video. And then, yeah, so this video has 10,000 views. And it was about I started talking about how to grow your TikTok account. So I started giving tips about TikTok on TikTok.
The 3 simple things I did to grow my TikTok account to 15,000 followers in about 1 month. Number 1, I changed the location where my videos are being displayed. Since I speak English, we have to change the location.
So you guys already know all these tips because you've had hours of this, not just 30 seconds. But again, it's very simple videos. It's just selfie style. It's me standing in my living room and just sort of talking to the camera directly. No fancy editing. I am recording it off TikTok, and I'm using the app Splice to do the editing. I like the transitions there. It's just my personal preference. You can totally do it without it. But very simple videos, a lot of attention. Then this video here got 227,000 views. And that's actually a video. I just got a new tattoo. And that's the video of that process. Yeah, very simple videos. Again, I'm doing a combination of kind of like a interesting lifestyle. Like that's just my personality and my type of life that I'm showing on camera. And also value types of videos where I'm explaining the things that I do at work or I'm helping people achieve results. Yeah, so here's another video. I talked about building apps without coding, 28,000 views.
Today we're going to build a to-do list app without coding. Let's go. It's going to be a super simple app, so I'm using Glide apps because it allows me.
Yeah, so I love building apps, and this was my way to show that off. So that was that, and yeah, kept posting a couple of videos. Here for some time, I didn't record many videos, so I tried to repost all videos I had, and I noticed they didn't do so well. So it might be just people see that it's not specifically made for TikTok, or people are just used to certain type of content. But I did a couple of videos that I reposted and it didn't do really well. This one video got 30,000 views, and it's a video of me trying to avoid military checks in Iran. It's a long story, but anyways.
We're crossing Iran, and the truck drivers tell us to hide when we're crossing police checks. So we're laying down in the Volvo, and looks like we got through.
Anyways, so that did pretty well. But yeah, otherwise, I kept posting, and this is the same thing I've been telling you guys. The more you post, the higher chance you have of something going viral. The one video where I got 1 million views, I posted about 6 videos in that one day, and this one just blew up out of the, just went all the way. So this was kind of a fun video that I did. It has 14,000 views, and I just guessed where people are from based on the analytics in my TikTok profile, and then I asked them to comment and tell me where they're really from. So.
I pull up, stuff in the kitchen, let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, cop car, with a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop.
As you can see, it has 350 comments, and I posted it 3 days ago. It's still getting a lot of comments and a lot of posts. So this is a great way to create a video that has engagement, and I ask people to comment and engage in that video, and those tend to do really, really well. So yeah, that went well, and that's about it. And I did a few more videos. Yesterday, a couple of reposts, but nothing really blew up. But now, like, almost anything I post will get 1,000 views, like, by default, just because I have so many followers. So as you can see, I have 24,500 followers. If I go into my profile, go into the analytics, it's almost 25,000. It'll probably be there by tomorrow, because I'm getting, yeah, as you can see, I'm getting about 400, 500 new followers a day. So by tomorrow, I'll have 25,000, and if I click on the 28 days, this is the curve. So going back over here, that's the day that I posted the 1 million views video. And as you can see, I got 5,000 followers on that day. And it's been still, I'm getting 500 followers a day on average. So I'm still trying to post another viral hit, but also I'm not just, it's not just about the views. I also want to provide valuable information. And I would rather have smaller number of followers or the right followers for my profile rather than just trying to get many followers, but for doing silly videos or anything. I like to sort of keep it entertaining, but also provide valuable information. If I click on my profile views in the last 28 days, I got 60,000 profile views, which I think is really cool. Imagine if you have a link in your profile that leads to your product, for example, or a service you're selling. If you have 60,000 profile views, let's say only 1% will click on that link. I mean, like, that's a very worst case scenario. I think you can expect much more, but let's just say 1% will click on your link in your bio. That's 600 people. So if you have 600 visitors to your website or to your product, and you sell, maybe $100 product, you can actually start generating pretty decent revenue from your own products without having to do branded deals. So I have a link to my Udemy courses in my profile, so people can click on that link and then they can visit my Udemy profile. So that's what I'm using it for, and I see some traffic from there, and it's starting to pick up. But I go back to analytics, and if I click on the 28-day view from the video views, I have 3.6 million video views, which I think is incredible that in the last month, 3.6 million people saw my content, which is amazing. Click on the content, and it shows me what are the most trending posts. The 20 posts that I did recently, I did 20 posts in the last 7 days, so that's on average about 3 videos a day. And the most trending ones are still the most popular videos that I posted a while ago. If I go into the followers, a huge chunk of it is male, and I still have a lot of followers from India. Then it's the US, UK, Canada, and Malaysia. And the reason for so many followers from India, because I had that one viral video with 1 million views, and a lot of the views were from India on that day, so I still get a lot of views from there. Otherwise, it's mostly English-speaking countries. And then it shows me, all the other content other people are watching. So this is the update on 25,000 followers. Right now I'm posting approximately 3 videos a day, and I'm pretty happy with that pace. I think I'll keep posting this way. I'm going to keep mixing between value videos and entertainment videos, and we'll see how quickly I can get to the next milestone for me, which is 50K followers, 100K, and then 1 million. So I'll keep you guys posted. I noticed on your profile you do a lot of sort of pranks and videos with your girlfriend, and like, how much time does it take you to produce content?
Well, it honestly depends on the piece of content that we're doing. And that's kind of the interesting thing I've noticed about TikTok is I think the most I've ever spent on one video is 2.5 hours. And that was because I recorded it with my camera. The quality was really good. We did a full 60-second skit. It was like a mom and dad thing. We were acting like mom and dads, like in 2020, like me and my girlfriend were doing that. And something I noticed with that is I feel like people actually don't watch those that much, because the more effort I put into a video a lot of times, the more it quote unquote flops. And I've done that multiple. I've done it like 10 times. Put a lot of effort into like 10 videos. I'm like, wow, this is good.
I've been very much.
And what happens a lot of times, and what happens a lot of times is when we do a simple video. So my girl had my girlfriend, she was at 2,800 followers 4 days ago, and she is she's always done videos with me. She's never done videos on her own account. And then she was like, "Hey Jack, I want to start doing videos on my account." I was like, "Great, fantastic," you know. So of course I'll help her with that because she helps me. And we did like 3 videos, and one of them went more viral than any video I've ever had after posting for 7 months. And it's at 9.6 million views. She got 2.3 million likes on it, and she's at 29,000 followers now. She got 27,000 followers for the video, and it blew my mind because she got that reposted on Memesart on Instagram. She has 20 million followers, and they're like, "Can we please post your video?" And she's getting all this stuff blown up at it, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" But that video took us 12 seconds to make.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. We took 2 takes on it. The first take, I was like, "That was so stupid. We got to redo that." And then she was like, "I agree." Second take, we just completely went for it. And she was like, "Cool, I'll post it." And that's what I've noticed, to be honest with you, is like what does the best. I mean, for content that I've dealt with, that I've done, probably some of the stupidest stuff that I've done goes viral. I don't know why, to be honest with you, but I think the majority of my following is a lot of little kids, anyways, too. So I think that they enjoy that more, goofy content, so to speak.
Yeah, I've noticed the same thing. Like if I've made some videos where I really try to elaborately make them and really think about it and like script it out and spend hours making a video, and you think like it's amazing and you post it out there and just nothing, crickets. And I think it's very different.
Yeah, just literally nothing.
Exactly. Like it's very cool. Like, for example, on YouTube, it's very much like highly produced videos tend to do better because that's just sort of that's how it is. But there's so little content on TikTok and so much demand for content that you can really like you'll go for one video and it sort of takes off and goes crazy. I didn't have anything as wild. I had one video that has like 1.4 million views, and that one got me.
That's great.
5,000 followers overnight. That was like one day we just got like 5,000 followers from that one video. And they also like it took me 10 minutes to make. So that was interesting.
It's pretty cool to wake up to, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I tell all my friends that they should at least do their best to experience it once to have a viral video, because I think everyone in the world wants. I'm sure you agree with this, but wants some sort of fame. They want to be known for something, I should say. And I think it gives you an understanding of like it's almost not what it seems when you have a video that blows up, because you think, oh, that video blew up, that person's making $100,000 a year or $1 million a year now. You know what I mean? But it's not the reality of it. Life is pretty much the same after you have a viral video.
Yes, exactly. But are you working with brands at this point? You're at what, 300,000 followers? How many do you have?
I have 353,000.
Okay, 353.
Now.
So are you working with brands right now, or have you done any sort of paid, or sort of do you have any so like a monetization model around it?
No. I haven't worked with any brands. I've had a few reach out to me, but nothing that, to be honest with you, caught my eye whatsoever. I think that I'm at a point right now, I'm in an in-between phase, I feel, I'm at the point in between 50,000, or I should say like 5,000 followers and like 1 million followers, where I'm like, what do I do? And I don't know, I'm not really concerned about doing ads, to be honest with you, at the moment, or working with a brand. I've done one ad, and it was a huge success. It was for my friend's card game that he invented. And that video got viral. It got to 2.2 million views, and he sold 650 to maybe 700 decks of cards, his game, through that video. And I was like, I didn't expect that. It was just me playing with my girlfriend and her family. And he said before that he sold maybe 100 decks since he started the game. And then that, I think they're like $20 a deck. So, I mean, if you kind of calculate that, it's pretty powerful to, put your brand on there. But, yeah, so of course I got paid for that. But, yeah, I don't know. Do you know anyone else who has a following, has my amount of following, and does advertisements or anything, or no?
Not from the top of my mind. I mean, there's a lot of ways to sort of do it, whether you ever deal with the brand, but it takes some effort to like go out and do the brand. Now with the creator marketplace, there's a lot more options.
Okay.
I'd like to explore that one. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I guess I honestly, sorry, I didn't interrupt you, but I honestly haven't put much effort into looking for advertisements or anything. So I guess that's something that I should do.
Yeah, I mean, like if that's what you want to do, I was just wondering out loud if that's something you also like. Maybe a good plan is just to grow to 1 million and 5 million, and then do something much bigger. But it sort of depends on your mentality. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it. But I do know, for example, for
that's really true.
we reach out to influencers through the creator marketplace. We do there, and then we do some of the deals there. And like we've done, I mean, the big one with Alex Ojeda, but we do have a few more planned that are with much smaller creators, and some with around 100,000 followers actually. So there are brands looking for the kind of collaboration, but obviously it has to be the right brand for you. It has to make sense. You have to actually, I marketing for it to be authentic, to enjoy the brand. But then there's also the option of like you can put your own link in bio and sell your own products and all that stuff. You just have much more control over that, which I think is very interesting. And for me, I made the course, and even though I have no followers really in the big context, but even I have a link to my course just in case somebody wanted to get that as well.
You still have 30,000 followers, though. I mean, that's more than a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna break the bank with that traffic. But,
right, sure.
Yeah, but for me, like the way I view TikTok, for me, it's more of a personal brand thing, where it's just sort of having following on YouTube and TikTok, and then when I work with brands myself, or if I want to launch a product in the future, or if I want to do anything like charge for consulting and mentoring for others, I have a bit of a sort of a social proof and have a brand. That's why I'm using it, not necessarily to like I have other monetization. I have other ways to make money. It's not it's not TikTok for me. It's not
sure. Yeah, I mean I'm assuming off of like your own following, you don't really make money yet. You've had a source of income before this, but because you're if I'm not mistaken, you're considered a digital nomad, correct?
Yes. So yeah, I've been in Portugal in the last half a year, so I don't know if I can call myself a digital nomad. I'm no longer going around, but yeah, I mean I'm still very like working whatever. Even right now, I'm not in Lisbon where I'm normally staying. I'm in a city outside by the ocean. You said that when we started talking on Instagram, this a long time ago, you said you were DJing at the time. Are you still doing that?
No, I stopped DJing. I did 128 weddings, so I did only weddings. To be honest with you, I mean, I did clubs a few times, but weddings was what really made me. Well, I mean, I was more confident in weddings. I was more confident because you deal with people more so than you deal with music.
Right.
I'm fine in music. I can make people dance if I have to, maybe, but it's more still like the talking aspect, getting to know the family, getting to know the bride party, getting to know the bride and groom. And I did that for 2.5 years. And I got to a point about 6 months ago where I thought to myself, I mean, honestly, just didn't want to do it anymore. And I didn't see a future for it for me. And I'm sure I could have done it for a long time, but it was more so, I feel doing that at the time helped me out with getting to where I am so far on social media.
Got it.
Because it made me understand, and I guess it gave me an understanding of entertaining people in a way.
Makes sense. So when did you get started on?
Yeah, no, I don't do that anymore. I'm doing sorry, go ahead.
No, you didn't. Yeah, what are you doing now?
I just was saying that for the past like 6 months, I've honestly been sporadic on what I'm doing for money. I'm fine on money, but I've been buying and selling stuff. I've worked at some restaurants. I've driven for Lyft, just honestly anything, Lyft, Uber, that type of thing. And so just whatever can just make me money while I focus on my content. That's literally my only focus.
Yeah. Man, it wasn't that long ago that I was driving for Uber.
Yeah. You said you drove for Uber?
Yeah, man, like when my last company tanked, I was really, really on the bottom, so I had to drive Uber, which was actually, this was in Copenhagen, Denmark, where I lived at the time. And I drove for Uber for a couple months until I figured out the next thing. But tell me, I wanted to ask you more about your
go ahead.
Your TikTok. So when did you actually get started on TikTok?
I got started in September of last year. Is when I got started. I think that I posted my first. I'm looking right now. I'm not on my phone. I just am looking at my when I posted like my first video. I'm not mistaken. I posted it like September or something.
So you posted nearly 50,000 since September.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's. I definitely feel blessed for it. Now that I look back at my account, and because just like when you first started, my first videos. I'm not kidding when I say this. My first videos were more depressing than any other videos I've seen on people's accounts because my first videos got like 80 views. I didn't even know you could just get 80 views on TikTok. You can't anymore. Like if you post something terrible, it gets 70 views at least, But I'm scrolling down to it real quick. I think I have like 400 some videos on here. So I think I did the math too. And I think overall time I've gained about almost 1,000 followers per video if you average it out. So it's kind of like that's motivated me more to think like that, being like, okay, each video I do that I think about gets me 1,000 followers because some may get you 50. And some may get you 5,000, but they even out. Okay, so the first video I did, was September 3rd. And when I originally got into TikTok, my first viral video, because I didn't know what to do. I had never gotten into social media creating before in my entire life. I had friends who were like, oh, dude, TikTok is the new Vine. I don't even know what Vine is. I was never on Vine. I didn't download Vine, nothing. So when they were like, oh, it's just like Vine, I was like, yeah, I don't even know what that means. And I never paid attention in the past to when Instagram was like this, like TikTok is. I never saw when Facebook was like this. I never saw when YouTube was like this because I wasn't paying attention. I wish I would have, but you can only do so much. And I now realize that all Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube all had this happening to them. What's happening on TikTok?
Yeah.
And I realize how many people that are famous now started on like Vine, for example. Anyways, I'm getting off track. My first video that popped, I had 31 videos before my first viral video. I think I got to 680 followers from 31 videos. One of them got me 100 followers, and it got to like 6,000 views, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so cool, right? And my first one that went viral was actually a beatboxing video, because I beatbox and I didn't know what else to post. So I did a lot of beatboxing for my first few months on TikTok. I didn't really know how to create, but I was like, let me just see what the other beatboxers are doing. So I beatboxed. Do you remember by any chance the Martha Dump Truck song that is really popular?
No.
Okay, so it's a really stupid song. It was from a movie or something like that. But no offense to whoever sings it. I'm sure they're great people. But that song was really viral. It had like 8 million people made a video to the sound. So it was a super good viral song. But I was like, okay, I'm just going to beatbox that song. So I did like this, like, it's hard to explain, but it was really stupid. It was just like me beatboxing that song, singing and beatboxing at the same time. And that video got to like 600,000 views in 24 hours. And I was like, holy crap. I was like, this is awesome, right? I got 6,000 followers from it. And then after that is really when I was like, okay, it's time. And I think that video went viral October 22nd. So that's when I had my first video pick up. Then after that, I was like, wait, I can actually do this. Like, I actually have a chance to make something worthwhile here. And so that's when I started really digging into, I messaged, I think, 30 people on Instagram who had a really good following on TikTok. I think that kind of goes along with what you're surrounding yourself with people that also have what you want. So I messaged a bunch of people. I got 5 of them to respond to me. I really didn't think that many would respond. I thought maybe 1 or 2, would respond. But I got 5 of them to respond to me. A few of them gave me really good advice. They all, at the time, I think one of them had like, 1 million followers. The other one had like 1.3. And so they gave me really good advice. And that was before my viral video.
What's the best advice?
On what to do, how to go about it. Best advice I received? It was probably a piece of advice that really made me shift my thinking on content. So we all strive to get the video that has 10 million views. That's what everyone wants, right? Everyone wants that video that all your friends see. Like, oh my God, your video got 10 million views. But in all reality, I've seen so many accounts, and this is what this guy told me. I've seen so many accounts that get that video and never post again.
Right.
Because they're so engulfed by that video, and they let 3 weeks go by, and then the fame is gone of that video that they had, that flicker of fame. And now they're like, they try to post another video, it gets 800 views. And they go, well, I'm not going to post anymore. And I think the most important thing that I learned, like, from this guy, his name is Eric, is he said that you need to not think of your content in terms of, I want to get a video that gets 1 million views. He said, try to think of, I want to get 1 million views in total in a day. He said, whether that be 10 videos that hit 100,000 views or 100 videos that hit 10,000 views. And I was like, gotcha.
Right.
And he did talk about, he said you need to have quality content, but he goes, reality of it is you can make something that's really good, and you go, this is the video. And he said, you post it, and he gets nothing. So to me, the most important piece of advice was that. And then another guy, Akasana is his name, he told me to be consistent no matter if your videos are doing good or bad. He said, because I'm sure you've heard that too, but he was like, if you get a viral video, still post. Don't live in that bubble for too long. It's like, cool, I got a good video, I'm very thankful for it, and move on.
Yeah, I definitely see that if I don't post for a while, and then I start to post again, those videos don't have as much engagement and they don't get as much distribution. So I think definitely there's a sort of component in the algorithm for consistency.
Yes, I would agree with that, because I see accounts that people would consider bad content, but they have millions of followers because they post 25 times a day.
Right. So what do you think is there like a top limit on how much you can post a day?
I don't think there's a limit. No. I don't, but I will say I think it depends on how you want your account to look. And I like how my account has started looking, because now that I'm averaging I'll say I'm averaging 30K views. My past videos are like 40, 40, 60, 40, 30, 85. I posted some recently, they're almost 10K. So now that I'm averaging that, it's like I tried posting like 8 videos in a day, and some of them got like 700 views or less. And I personally just don't like how that looks. So I'll post a maximum of 4 or 5 videos a day. And that's just where I'm at personally, just because I do want it to look a certain way for me. I don't know why. Maybe it's an ego thing that I need to get rid of.